Guts, glory, shattered dreams. The hype and build-up that has been growing has finally reached its apex. Two men would enter the diamond, two reputations were on the line. One will be remembered forever as a legend, while the other would disappear into the history books. This is the real story what happened on that unforgettable evening. This was, and is, the Clash of the Icons. It was on a warm March night when this historic event took place. The sun was diminishing away at that time of the day. The crisp, cool air was starting to set in, yet there was a fire and heat in the atmosphere that could only be felt on the diamond.
I'm the best there is. None. I didn't win 2 World Series and 2 MVPs for no reason. Not being the second best, but the best that this sport has ever seen, actually. You know what? I wake up every morning, kiss my supermodel wife right on the forehead, and tell her she should be thanking me for being with me. This is my sport. This is why I'm the best. Because I ooze excellence.
Not much can be said about Booker McGrew that we haven't seen or heard about before. His teammates and the rest of the baseball world call him one of the greatest players in history to touch a baseball. However, there was a single batter that stood toe-to-toe with him and rivaled him for years. That man was Chet Youngblood.
Confident, cocky, you gotta be. It took me a long time and a lot of hard work to get where I am. If you don't have that attitude, you don't win, you won't be a Hall of Famer. That's why I'm the way I am.
Chet the Threat Youngblood was always destined to be a winner. Even though both Booker Big Red McGrew and himself played against each other, they had respect for one another. Liking each other was a different story, however.
I do not like Booker McGrew. Do I respect him? Yes, I do, but I do not like him. He's one hell of a pitcher. He is, but he's a pain in the ass. He wreaks havoc on this league, talks so much trash, I can't stand it. I'll tell you one thing, I definitely don't want him on our team. I definitely do not.
Chet Youngblood. Let me tell you, college, he was a pain in the ass. He was definitely a thorn in my side. But I'll give him credit where it's due. He's a good hitter. Definitely somebody I would have on another team, but not mine. There's only enough room for one alpha dog, and that's me. He ain't nothing. I wouldn't give him with a shirt off my back if he was asking for it. I wouldn't even pee on him if he was on fire. That's how much I disdain this guy.
The final showdown was years in the making. Both men had endured a prosperous career in the majors. While having long careers is impressive, it wasn't what stood out when speaking about both men. It was the rivalry. As the sun was approaching its final hours in the sky, two men were standing on a diamond with an intense fire in the pit of their stomachs. One final outing remained between these two icons. Who would get the best of who? It was yet to be seen.
Oh, now I own this guy, easily. This guy's a chump. He can't hit nothing I'm giving him. Yeah, maybe in the past he got lucky, but that was just luck. This is skill right here. This is talent. This talent got me here, where I want to be.
I'll be honest, he was starting to get into my head a little bit, he really was. But once he threw that last ball over the plate, I knew it was my game, it was my time. Typical Booker McGrew, threw it right over the plate and it was mine.
It was getting later into the game. The score was tied heading into the ninth. Booker had been flawless all day, giving up no runs. Chet was falling victim to some of those veteran pitches, but something big was about to happen. The crowd was buzzing and there was electricity in the air. However, things changed in that moment when Booker released that pitch. Everything was up for grabs. It was a 3-2 count, with 2 outs left for Chet. As he connected, Chet knew where it was heading. So did Booker. Opposite feelings were going off for both men. Disappointment and anger for Booker, and happiness and triumph for Chet.
Relief? Extremely happy. I mean, come on, let's be honest. That home run was a game winner, sent us into the playoffs, and took Booker and the Stars out of the playoffs. That's what we work for. Greatest feeling, best feeling all season, maybe even all of my career. Booyah!
I was pissed. I was livid. I tell you what, I threw that pitch with my heart and my intensity and pinpoint accuracy. And you know what? Luck. Luck is what the reason why we lost. Not because of me. I would have won that if it wasn't for luck. No, I'm done. Goodbye.